Hi there, I'm Jim Raffle,
And I'm Shelby Sapusik.
and this is the Jim and Shelby Show, all things print podcast. What are we talking about today?
Well, Jim, I just have to say it's nice to see you and talk to you. I feel like it's been a while since we've talked.
I don't know
Or
I don't know what you're referring to.
well,
I've been
you
right
could
here the whole time.
lies. No, I actually haven't talked to you or seen your face for about 3 weeks or so, seems like.
Probably around April 30th or 29th, somewhere in there. Because at that point somebody jumped on an airplane and flew over to Italy.
And how
Um,
was that?
it was a lot of fun. We explored Rome for a couple days, and then we got on a little cruise ship, and not so little cruise ship, and putted around the Mediterranean a little bit. Went to a couple Greek isles and Turkey, and another stop in Naples before we got back to um, the port of Rome, which is actually like an hour away from Rome. And then we had one more day in Rome, which while I was in, so background for everybody, like on one of my very first days of the trip, I was texting with the person who claims to have not seen me for weeks. And one of her text messages was, "Bring me back something from Rome." And she claims she was kidding.
I was definitely kidding.
Read my mug.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Stephanie.
Um, and so I thought this would be a very
Aw.
good time to show
Okay.
you and everybody. And I wouldn't do this except I'm going to see Shelby on Sunday because we're meeting to work with a client.
Which is just a few days from now. So yeah, I guess I can wait. You could have waited though. Okay.
No, I think it's a good reveal right here.
Oh,
So,
okay.
one of the
No,
things you said is to bring me something from Italy or Rome. I don't know. And so I wanted it to be something that was truly Italian. And one of the
mhm.
things they're known for is their leather. And so this is
Oh,
genuine Italian leather. It
wow, that is
says
amazing.
so
And it's a
right here.
notebook.
And if you unthing it and then you open it up, it is a map of
Oh, wow, is that cool?
that's ancient Rome.
That is so nifty. You know how I
And of
like my
course,
notebooks.
I did know that about you.
Well, thank
And
you.
so
That's very nice of you.
this was purchased before we even left Rome on the cruise.
Huh.
And I think it's the only thing we had purchased at that point because we really didn't buy very much. And then when we came back to Rome
So wait, you left from Rome and came back from to Rome.
and spent one more night in Rome, yeah,
Okay.
one more
So the
full
cruise
day in
ship,
Rome.
the cruise went from Rome and around and came back to Rome. Got it.
Yeah, and so on that final day in Rome, it was really one of my favorite days of the whole trip. We ate, well, in addition to going to St. Peter's Basilica and actually catching a mass, which my Catholic wife was very thrilled about.
Hmm.
It's called the beginning of a mass. We wandered around Rome because we'd already spent 2 days there, so we knew our way around a little bit. We
Hmm.
wandered around Rome, sitting in bars, which a bar is not where you drink in Rome.
Right,
It's
it's cafe.
cafe. There you go.
Yep.
A bar is a cafe.
My
And
husband's
so,
been learning Italian, so I've heard that.
so we sat in bars and drank cafe and tea and
Hmm.
coffee and tea and ate ate our way through Rome, had some amazing Italian food, and we may have also gone shopping. That was
Yeah.
our big day of shopping, and we found this store,
Pesto
Vestpazzo,
Pazzo.
which they make all recycled jewel. All their jewelry is made from recycled things. So this is like
Okay, so you got new bracelets.
recycled aluminum, recycled aluminum. I don't know, whatever. It's all recycled materials.
Hmm.
And I was walking through that store and I found a message in a bottle.
A message in a bottle. Okay. There's a dragonfly. I see those. Oh,
Dragonflies
flies
appear when
appear when angels
angels
are
are
near. Oh,
near.
that's way too cool.
So,
That's me all over the place. If you don't know me, if you know me at all, you know I have a dragonfly thing.
so you'll get those on Sunday too.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
So,
Jen. It's so
yeah,
nice of you and Cheryl to think of me.
yeah, they're well, that store knows us now.
Oh, good.
Sure. Cheryl has a few things. I got a couple things, but really cool store for anyone who's looking for interesting, and they have a website that's Pazza. I don't know what they ship, I think worldwide, and because the website's in English, but it looks like there's free shipping in Italy, but I'm assuming outside of Italy it's there's a cost to ship, but check it out. I mean, it's really cool stuff. We spent quite a bit of time in there. And it's
Very
all
cool.
very, very cool, relatively inexpensive jewelry. It's not high-end stuff. Um, yeah, so that's where I've been.
Yeah.
Um,
So just so we can wrap this up and make it relevant, what was the most colorful
Relevant.
thing you saw on your trip?
The most colorful thing I
Yeah,
saw
I'm
on the
trying to tie it into the podcast.
trip. Well, I don't know if it was necessarily the most colorful thing, but while we were on the island of Mykonos,
Hmm.
um, the water, really all the Greek Isles, but at the watercolor on
Oh,
Mykonos when we had to take a water taxi from where we docked over to the main city,
hmm.
Mykonos, and the watercolor was just amazing. My wife kept elbowing, she didn't elbow me, but she's a Pisces and loves water. Cheryl just kept saying how beautiful the water was. And then, of course, anyone who knows anything about Greece, which me now, all the blue domes for the churches. So you have all the white buildings, the blue domes, the red shutters, um, and then in the middle of all of that, and the Mykonos is also the one famous for the windmills. In the middle of all that, we found out that Mykonos has um, a mascot, and Mykonos's man's mascot is a pelican. And this is either the second or third generation of the pelican. I don't remember which. So
Hmm.
they've had one pelican on the island of Mykonos for now. I think it's 60 or 90 years. I don't. It depends if what generation they're in. And the current pelican is a pink pelican, which I guess is finding out from my brother is a very rare thing. And so you had the blue water, the white buildings, the blue domes, the red shutters, and in the middle of all of it, this pink pelican. And he or she is the sweetest pelican on the planet. This pelican has a human who takes care of it full time. That's that person's full-time job. And the pelican lives in like a 1,400 square foot cave, which is three times the size of the average home in Mykonos. Has its own little swimming pool outside it's a pond, but right outside. And then
Hmm.
this human walks around Mykonos all day with the pelican, and the pelican just they wander around together, and you can
Cool.
stand next to them and pose, and yeah,
Did it
it's
have a name? The,
uh, it did, and
you don't know.
and I don't remember it. It's
Okay.
but yeah, it was pretty cool. The vibrancy of the colors in Mykonos in particular is, I mean, because you asked that's what popped into my head. That and actually, I can't believe I didn't go to this first. So in Turkey,
Okay.
at the end of our tour, we went to a rug making demonstration because obviously Turkey makes those
Yeah.
beautiful Turkish rugs.
Hmm.
And
How many did you
the
buy?
almost one, but
Okay.
we're, we're in the middle of building a house, so we decided
Yeah.
not to. And so the beauty of those rugs and the colors that they are able to obtain, in like the silk rugs, are just unbelievably vibrant. But we actually did. We looked through series of rugs and just the different blues, all the different hues of blue that they were able to achieve, and within those hue families, the different chromas that they were able to achieve.
Ooh, love it.
John, you said you wanted a tie-in. Um, I think that is probably, that's a lot closer to what we do because I learned that silk rugs have to use chemical dyes, and they're let's just say not ecological or human friendly when you're dyeing. And so that's one of the problems with silk. It's very, very hard to work with. A whole bunch of things I learned about that. But all the other, like the wool rugs, which are much more common, those use all natural dyes.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you get very different colors in your silk rugs versus your wool rugs. So
Interesting.
learned that too. So
We did
Sort of
learn a
ties
little
into what
bit.
we do, but not really. So, yeah.
Sure. Well, while you were gone, I was kind of holding down the fort, and we have some news on the Printing United front. Printing United Expo is the
Are you going to talk
third.
about work now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So Printing United Expo is not that far away. It's crazy how it's middle of May already, but the expo is the third week of September, and we found out that we're going to be speaking and it's not posted yet, so I'll wait to say the topic and everything. But our submission for speaking was accepted, so you and I will be speaking. And then I'm going to be an all-star again on the all-star team for Printing United, and we have some changes from last year. The All-Star team last year was great, but the first year of anything, there's room to grow and things to, improve upon. And one of the exciting things there is the All-Stars are actually going to have their own booth at the show, and they're going to have a podcast area where you can go and record podcasts. And I'm sure that you and I could do a Jim and Shelby show episode from there or a part of one. So that's kind of exciting. There's some other things too that they haven't told us yet.
Hmm.
But we're going to have some, not all of the members of the team are coming back. Some of them can't. We have one lady who just retired, so she's not going to do it. And we're going to have some new blood too. We're going to have some new members. I'm waiting to get the actual quote unquote roster list. I don't have everything yet. But so that's exciting. We had our first meeting while you were gone.
Okay.
So yeah, so looks pretty cool. And then I think we'll have more information coming up about Printing United, but that's what I know so far. It's still a few months off, but of course, before then, we're a couple weeks before that, we're going to go to UV Energize, and that's starting to come
Well,
together
hold on.
too.
I have some additional Printing
Mhm.
United news.
Oh,
Um,
okay, great.
Tuesday, as with last year, Tuesday is the
Mhm.
G7 Plus exchange,
Yes.
which is a 3 hour this year, 3 hour um,
Mhm.
opportunity to come learn more about the G7 Plus method and specification,
Mhm.
how it actually works, what it actually is. I think it's got a very small cost this year, $25 or something like that to
Huh.
attend. Very worthwhile. And Shelby and I will both be involved in that in one way or another.
Mhm.
Don't know exactly what that means at this moment. And
Mhm.
then on Wednesday, all day, the Academy of Screen and Digital Print Technology will be having their educational sessions all day long in one room, just like we have the last 2 years. That was
Mhm.
just confirmed today. That's
Oh.
brand new information. Don't know if I'll be part of that this year or not. I honestly am trying to decide if I have the bandwidth and the time to be part of it, but
Mhm.
I'm sure if asked, I will participate at least on a panel or something.
Right.
Yeah, and then we've got, as you already unveiled, we've been confirmed as speakers. We don't know exactly what time slot yet.
Mm-mm.
Um, I guess there's a party or two we'll be at, which
Probably.
segues right into the PDS UV Energize.
Right, which is 2 weeks before. UV Energize is always the week of Labor Day.
Mhm.
They start on Tuesday, I think, with the education, and they go Wednesday, Thursday for the show. And they have there's a kickoff party, and then there's a customer appreciation party. This is all again at the Westin in downtown Nashville. Right now, there's still room for registration, and I actually, if you follow Colorcasters on Facebook, X, LinkedIn. I did share something about UV Energize earlier this week, a couple days ago, so you should be able to go back in our timeline and find that link if you'd like to join us. I love the education that they have at UV Energize, and we will be doing a session there as well with our friend Michael Guest of PDS Equipment.
Very cool. Very cool.
So we have some cool things coming up this fall. The trade show season, of course, is usually in the spring and in the fall. And this summer is shaping up to be somewhat of a busy one. Did work on our calendar while you were gone. We're starting to fill things in, and it sounds like you're going to be moving locations, moving states, or moving from Wisconsin to Florida uh, sometime in late summer, early fall as well, it sounds like to me. So you have a lot on your plate. and but we're just gonna keep on trucking.
I do. I have a house that has walls now.
That's exciting. Yeah. That's
Um,
exciting.
so yeah, lots going on. Lots of
Yes,
change.
there is.
Lots of
There is.
change. And then I guess what, so, and then, but we still work. So,
Yeah, we have
yeah,
plenty to
next week,
do.
Shelby and I are on site with a client together. And
Yep.
then, which doesn't happen all the time, it's happening more.
Yeah.
And then I think we're doing the same thing in June for at least
Yes,
the
we
better part of a
just
week. Yeah.
yes, pretty much a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing more of me now. Sorry. You're back in the States.
Oh, we should plug in on June 23rd, 24th, and 25th. In uh, basically
Oh,
Minneapolis at
yes.
SPSI. I will be leading an in-person G7 plus expert training session, and
Right.
it will be focused. Well, it won't be focused on our our live demonstrations slash labs will be done using the DTF direct to film printing method, which is we did the same thing last year, and I've talked about it before. It's one of my favorite classes to do every year, just because DTF is a little different than the other printing processes, and it makes it a little more exciting when it works.
And
So,
now that that's a sure thing, I'll get that on our events page and I'll tease
yeah.
it in social so people have a way to get to it.
Well,
No
you
problem.
can, and if you can't find it right now, if you ever have trouble finding it, you can always find it on ilearningplus.org or
Mhm.
printing.org. I think on printing.org, it's under their events section or something like that.
Yep.
So, yep. Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Um,
I think we've probably bored people enough with this episode.
well, we're playing catch up, and you know what? Every once in a while, no, seriously, it's nice to catch up, and I think people like to hear what's going on. We're more than just, we are people, and you are out there talking about your cruising and personal stuff out there a
Well,
lot.
yeah, and I really hardly ever go on a cruise, so it's fun to talk about. But
Yeah,
when I
never,
finally do go
never.
on one, it's fun to talk
I
about it.
know. How many cruises did you book while you were on your cruise?
While I was on my cruise,
Yeah.
zero, zero,
Before you got back to the States?
zero,
Wow. Since you've been back,
one.
and you've been back, what, 3 days?
I
Yeah.
booked it in the first 24 hours.
Oh, I knew. I knew. Gotcha.
Well, we have a rule. When you're done with one, you have to book another one
Yeah.
or
Good
two.
rule. Good
Yeah.
rule.
It's like they book themselves, Shell. Yeah.
Isn't it hard to book them though, because you're not even sure where you're gonna be?
Well, right now we're booking, so our new home is near Tampa.
Hmm.
Um, so right now we're booking all cruises near Tampa.
Okay.
Tampa has a small port. So um of the of the number I have booked, 75% of them sail from Tampa.
Okay.
And the other one is a little bit of a drive, but oh no, I'm sorry, 50%. And the others are a reasonable drive from Tampa. So
Mm.
assuming we're there, which I think we will be, because nothing's booked now till October. Everything's from October and later. We should be there, even if we may not be in our new home, but we'll be living somewhere in the Sarasota, St. Pete, Tampa area by then. And yeah, I mean that's kind of the plan, but
Mm.
it's it's uh it's a little weird. I mean, like I said, it started going really fast, and it's like, oh, we got to get ready. So yeah,
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
good.
that's for those. I mean, we've lived in this house for over 30 years, so
And you've lived
it-
in Wisconsin pretty much your whole life except for going to
mhm.
school.
Yeah, so it's a big move in a lot of ways, but
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
I've
And no,
moved
I'm not
around a
retired.
lot.
Let's make
So,
this 100% clear. Not retiring. Absolutely
oh
positively
yeah,
not
I guess I should say
retiring.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
So just
I'm glad you're moving south. I
working
really,
from a new place. That's all I'm
you
doing.
know what's even going to be cooler? We're going to be on the same time zone. I'm looking forward to that too.
And I haven't. I guess that's probably cooler for you because it is definitely more inconvenient for the person who's in the. I guess you're technically the earlier time zone. But yeah, I think that will be very helpful,
Yeah.
and it'll actually be helpful with Jacob, who keeps interesting hours. So I don't know if it makes it harder or not. Maybe I'm wrong about that piece.
Yes, and so color casters will be expanding a little bit because we'll have color casters north, which will be Jacob, and a lot of the testing and equipment wise, and then I will now be color casters central, and you'll be color casters south.
Yeah, and Color Casters North will have its own official office where we could
Right. Yeah.
potentially meet people, have meetings, do training. Haven't really figured that out yet either. That's right up there. That there'll be some news on that. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 episodes we'll be able to talk about that. So,
Well, and I have some big ideas for things coming up in the next year or so that I need to speak with you about.
when's our meeting? Oh, that was yesterday. Guess I won't find out till next Thursday. Okay. All right. Well, let's wrap this one up and
All right.
we'll see you guys for the next episode.
Bye.